Hi, guys. Let me jump into my secondary here, okay? Hi, guys. I see you jumping in with me. Let me just put this where it needs to be, okay? How are you this morning? It's early. Hi, Heather Joe Frederick. Hi, Brandy Joe. Hi, Stephanie St. Augustine. Hello, Angela Jant. Oh, look at that. Sound seems all right. That's good. Hold on. I'm a few minutes late. I had to make some coffee. I was like, oh man, I need a coffee with this one. Hi, Sandy on YouTube. Good to see you, darling. Thank you for popping in. I am just getting situated so we can hang out. I hope you guys are well today. And let me see. This is like the most boring part, right? Too bad you couldn't fast forward to live. Come on, girl, get with it. Just talk to us. We don't care. I could be wrong. What do I know? I'll post it here. I'll post it there. So I will be doing free live readings today, guys. Free readings is drawn by spirit. There is no format. So if you have a certain request, feel free to drop that in. If not, that's okay. General, love, career. I'm not scared. I don't have any of the answers. I have to lift it up to spirit no matter what. So you guys let me know whatever's on your heart. I'm good with that. I'm going to sip my coffee for a minute, settle in. Let's see. Hi, Lily Paw. I see you on YouTube. Good to see you tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for that. No sleep, Rhonda. Goodness, girl, I don't know how you keep moving. Rhonda, goodness. Brandy tells me to take my time. Why, thank you, Brandy. I'm going to sip my coffee, vape for a second. I would love to bring through some messages for everyone today. I've got the house to myself. It's nice and quiet. Heather Joe, your health is not good. Hi, Cassie Bell. Good to see you, hun. Heather, what's going on with you, lady? You better believe, of course, your father is near you. Heather, I'll dive in with you first, hun. Oh, look at this. Lorraine's on lunch. Lorraine, you're going to have to be second. You're on lunch? I would love to get you a card on lunch. How cool would that be? Hi, Daisy. Hi, Holly. So glad to have everyone jumping in here. This is great. Hi, Gina. Gina is my moderator. She might be dropping in some helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly. Thank you, Gina. I do love and appreciate you. It seems like we might have a smaller crowd this morning. Hey, what's up? I don't mind. That's okay. That allows me to be able to read for all of you guys, hopefully. So let's do my best. I'm going to do my best here. Heather Joe, your stomach. Angela's on lunch too. Oh, snaps. All right, Heather Joe, you know your father's around you, sweetheart. Now, I am not a medical doctor of anything at all, but I will just give you whatever it is that's coming through for you regarding your dad, your health, whatever. I'm getting a lot of pain in my hands, honey. Dad, this is a message that speaks to me from your dad, sweetheart. So, Heather Joe, uh, Dad is telling me that this the stomach issues that you have, the health concerns that you have, it has to do with some of the other things that are going on in your life or that have been building up for quite some time. And it's just now landing with you in a real physical way. So, now I'm not a doctor and I don't feel like your dad was a doctor either. But this is what he's saying is it's all the stress of everything else. It's adding to her not feeling well. That's adding to her feeling sick or under the weather. Things that are what she feels to be out of her hands, beyond her control, maybe limiting or preventing her from feeling free flowing in some areas. He's bringing me to, certain relationships in our lives that might be very important to us, but they seem to, block us at every turn, right? He's talking about this. He's saying this is weighing on you. Okay, yes, dealing with my dad's death. Okay. So I can understand how that is something, but I also feel like it goes a little bit deeper than that. But honey, you go ahead and just take it where it resonates and you let it land where it lands for you. But he's saying, yes, a lot of the reason that you're feeling this impress upon you a bit more deeply is because of these other things that are beyond your control, out of your hands, the things that have been cut short, the things that you've had no control over. So, okay, you're not a spirit guide. I was going to say, what can she do to help? And then I'm like, wait a minute, you're her dad. How would you know? Okay, so let's ask spirit. So, Heather Joe, your divine spirit team is giving me the information that some kind of a cleansing or a detox may benefit you, because, like a dietary cleansing detox, that kind of thing. Okay. Like a 7 day, organic, whatever. I don't do this. Okay. But spirit is saying something like this would be beneficial just to give you a quick reset to help things kind of come back into a regular homeostasis. Although, life has not changed, but Heather Joe needs a quick flush and reset to her system. That's what spirit is suggesting for you to help support your wellness. Okay. But I'm not a medical doctor of anything at all. So if you are seeing doctors or seeking treatment, please feel free to do that. This does not substitute for anything like that. Thank you, Tina. I bought this shirt for you guys, but it's kind of cold in my house, so I think I had to wear a jacket. I bought this shirt for you guys. I was like, man, I wear a lot of dark colors because that's my style, and I thought I need a little bit of flavor, a little color in here. So brighten up the mood. Ooh, Heather. Okay, so I'm right into my brain now. Let's see. Ah, okay. Yes, my thyroid. I have a lot of healing issues. I understand, sweetheart. So, spirit is suggesting that that kind of just a quick detox or cleansing, like a 7 day cleansing, detoxing type of a diet, would assist you to, step more fully into wellness. But definitely run that by your doctor. Your doctor may have a suggestion for you around that. Oh, yes. In fact, do this. Okay. So definitely take a look at that. I'm right up in the headspace now. Okay. And obviously your dad is still here with me. I'm speaking to your guides and I'm speaking to your father. Now I'm in the headspace quite deeply. And I was going to say something about this. So this could have been like, um, this could have been like, some kind of brain fogginess there towards the end, or brain cancer even. But regardless, my mind is free. Okay, this is the card here. So this also speaks to me about limiting beliefs and maybe even some kind of depression or anxiety, a rigidity in his belief system in life that prevented him from fully experiencing everything that his soul had yearned to do on his divine path. Okay, so I want to say to you, learn from these mistakes. Your dad says he was quite contained and quite controlled, and he didn't really stretch far out of his comfort zone unless it was something that it was eventful. Okay. So he's suggesting to you that you take care of you in all of the right ways. Okay. But don't be afraid to like really live. That's really what he's saying. Don't be afraid to live. We spend so much time trying to feel better that we lose some of the things that we could potentially enjoy. He's giving me this for you, Heather Joe. He and you and some of us at times, right? We can get so wrapped up in our physical circumstances and our yearning for better or more, even if that's health wise, money, relationship, who knows? Okay. But we can lose sight of today and what we do have and the gratitude around that, the gratitude that you have for what you already, for the gratitude that you feel for what you already have in your experience is the foundation that is, that more can be built upon. Okay. So dad is saying, you, dad is saying to you, Heather Joe, you are mistaken the way that you see things sometimes. He says the past looks so much brighter and bigger to you. And maybe it was, but the future, the future is also going to be bright and you don't see that. Dad says that you hold the past on a pedestal and you romance those good times and you spend today there sometimes because maybe it's easier. Okay, and that's fine, sweetie. I want to say to you, honey, there is no time frame or time limit on grief. There's no time frame on how to work through life's problems when we're stressed out and dealing with this, that, the other thing, and then we lose somebody, or in a different order, right? Okay, what I want to say to you is dad says, I see this. I have a hard time enjoying. I am depressed, have anxiety. Understand, dad is giving this to me for you that yes, it right now things don't look like exactly like you would want them to. Okay. But that romantic fantasy past that you keep replaying will never be in your future. Not exactly like that. And I feel like you know that. Okay. So take all the blessings and hold them with you, but don't limit yourself. If I can never have this, I'll never be happy again. Because that is what that is showing me right now, is that there's a hard time seeing that I can enjoy life, find love, be happy, even in the future, have enough money, stable circumstances, whatever your heart desires. There's something in the past that was there and you're holding that in your mind. And as long as you continue to hold that as the only possibility, the only route or avenue to that kind of life, you're missing the avenue forward that'll take you to just as bright a space, if not more. But it's all in your time. And there is no rushing. And dad says right now you're focused on the right things. You're focused on your physical health. You're focused on your emotional well being. You're focused on your mental health. What more could anyone ask of you? Oh, I often think of our family in the 80s growing up, happy times. I feel you, girl. He feels you. And he says, those were happy times, but you were a different person then. Now you're the adult to create the happy times for your life and for your other loved ones that are still here. He knows you know this. He says you're just recovering from many things. Okay, and it only takes time. Don't lose hope and don't lose heart. He's mentioning now, honey, have you written his name down on a doodle pad or something lately? Maybe some hearts on a doodle pad. I see like a doodle pad next to a telephone, or when you're just bored, you know. Dad's telling me he sees you writing like that. And specifically, I also see like a heart on a napkin. Okay. So I'll give that to you, Heather Joe. I'm going to get you one from these spirit junkies real quick. And I know I've got a couple here who are on lunch. So Blabbermouth Heidi's going to pull it in and get to as many as possible. Thank you guys for being here. Heather Joe. Wow. Wow. So I'm going to give you both of these, but this first one, I can see it. Yes, I did. Just trying to see if a pen worked. See that, girl? You were doodling to try to get that pen working right there on the counter or next to your phone or whatever. Dad sees this. All right. He tells me I'm standing right there. I'm standing right there. I just don't have a body anymore, and it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to him because I can feel how he could have been the loudest voice in the room, you know? If he said, "Hey, everyone, listen, here we were." And now he does everything he can, and you still miss him desperately so much. And there are so many signs that he tries to give, but nobody sees it, nobody notices. So your job is to be aware. All right. This is your other card here, Heather Joe. Every cell in my body is conscious. Wow. And communicates with each positive thought that I have. This is an amazing card here for you because your body listens to your thoughts, both positive and otherwise. So when you're in your heart, you're in your head, and in your heart of hearts, you're like, I'm never going to get better. I'm always going to be sick. I just know life will never improve. Your body and the universe take note, and all of these things come to pass. So I know I'll never feel better. I can't seem to be well. Like, these are the things that we think inside when we're frustrated, when we're upset. You've got to catch yourself, girl, and go, that's not true. I'm on my wellness journey. I'm improving every day. I'm doing everything I can to create improvement in my health and my well-being. This is what you tell your body. Good job, buddy. You're getting there, buddy. Let's be healthy, buddy. I'm in this with you. Come on. We're on board. But when we're upset, listen here, buddy. You're horrible. I hate you. All you do is hurt me. I can't stand the way that you limit the way I can move through my life. Oh, I hate this body, and this body hates me. Then your body goes, oh yeah? Well, I guess we'll just hate each other then. I cause you all kinds of pain. I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too whatever. The body says check, 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 and starts to become those things. So recognize the way that you're thinking and even speaking to and about your body, and start getting yourself on the same side, on the same team, and talk your body up into wellness as well. Now, this other card, I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Heather Joe, that's what's up. That says no more playing small for you, baby girl. You're stepping into wellness and opening up to bigger, better things in the future. Thank you, Heather. Heather Joe, thank you so much for letting me connect for you. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Lorraine, are you still there? Lorraine's on her lunch break. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Spirit. I'm just a regular person, just like you guys, just like anyone else. But Spirit shows up for us, and our past loved ones show up for us. So thank you for showing up for me. That way we can do this thing. Oh, you guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome. Lorraine, you are. Yes, Lorraine wants a card. She's on lunch break. All right. And I believe Angela was too, right? Angela, if you haven't fallen off, you just say something too, and I'll grab you a card on your lunch break. Lorraine Canellos, thank you. You guys are the best. Follow my page, man. Follow my page so you don't miss anything from me. I'm live several times a week. I do all kinds of free stuff. In fact, I'm live tonight for Zodiac Monday. Readings for all 12 Zodiac signs. Oh, Lorraine. Lorraine, I love this card for you. Disentangling, sweetheart. Is this your job? Okay. So the message on this card for you, Lorraine Canello, says that it took a while for the tapestry of your life to be woven together. Okay. But as you can see, due to the yearning within yourself to want some serious change, the woven edges there, they're fraying. You see that? They're starting to come apart, and you're pulling away from this, that, the other thing that just isn't working for you, and you're leaning in to whatever in the heck might be next. Lorraine, this is a very, very positive card, but what it says is progress is the goal, okay? Because things are not just changed and whip around overnight, okay? It takes a while when you even decide, like, I want to make some changes, to actually do them, and then to actually see those kinds of results. As long as you continue to walk in the same direction, recognize that you are pulling away from all of the right things that you need to remove from your life so that you can step forward of the greatest and highest good of yourself on your path as you move ahead. Dang, I love that card. It's so spot on. Thank you, God, for showing up for Lorraine Canellos. I'm glad you can understand this, Lorraine. Sending you so much love. Angela Jant. Yes, she's here. She's on her lunch break. Quick, let's get her one. Spirit, what do we have for Angela from my own real life oracle deck here? They say it's this one. Angela. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it. You know what? I had to stop and grab some coffee real quick. I had to stop and make some coffee. Hold on. And yes, I also have a rock star on a water in case you're wondering. Sometimes they call me Heidi Three Drinks. And I don't drink alcohol. All right, look, Angela, this is your card, new coat. Check it out. So, new coat indicates that now is not the time to worry about what is permanent or worry about committing to something extremely serious. You know what I mean? New coat is about trying on new experiences and new opportunities that may be presented to you, like you're trying on a new coat, okay, but not so serious. You might be dating, Miss Angela, okay, looking for love. Maybe you're looking for a different job, okay? Whatever this is, maybe you're looking for a new you, a change to your schedule, a change to your life, something to shake up the norm. This is about not getting hung up on anything that, oh, I can't do that because if it's not forever, I'm not going to waste my time. Okay, it's about the experience, girl, and you are learning yourself. So say I'm feeling like, oh, after work, I was thinking about taking a pottery class or maybe a yoga or dancing or some kind of thing, who knows, but you might be dating. Either way, this is a call to loosely and lightly experience those things that are drawing you, and then just to see how they feel with you. Okay. Oh, I don't know. This doesn't quite work out. Oh, I don't know. This is, not quite my vibe. Maybe I won't lean in more deeply to that area. However, if there's a resonance there, that's a call to follow that path more fully. All right. And if this is dating, I'll just say this. Look, this is a call to you not to just settle on the first thing that comes along unless it's fucking perfect. Okay, because that can happen. All right, but new coat indicates that, maybe this one's not quite right because, oh, they smoke and everything's great, but they smoke, and I guess I could compromise and maybe date a smoker even though I don't want to, whatever. Nope. This is about not compromising, recognizing what's not quite right so that you can move it along and find what is. What is, Angela? That's for you. And sweetheart, I don't care if you smoke. Just kidding. Now, I hope I send you girls back to work in a better mood. You're welcome. Joanne Klink, it has been a while, girl. Good to see you. Hello, Ishel Newton. Hello, guys. Thank you for popping in. Oh, Linda Sordo is here and I was here. Hey, guys. Just jumping in. I didn't even see Pam Dites here. Look at you. Jess Blackburn loves my mug. Me too. And I'll tell you, that is absolutely right. If your pets don't like someone, fuck that person. And I mean like kick them out. F them. F them is what I mean, because your pets have your best interest at heart. They love you like no other. And if they got vibes about somebody, that person has some kind of vibes. That's what I have to say. Although my own cat has bit me in the face. She's just kind of a bitch sometimes. We've worked on that. She doesn't do it anymore. She thinks we're like sisters, like I'm not her mom. Like we're peers, totally. Joanne Klink, yes, it has been too long and I would love to give you a message, sweetie. You said you need guidance. You said you need guidance. I swear I can talk, you guys. I think I'm all hyped up to be sitting with you right now. I usually don't do these early broadcasts. This is probably why. Joanne, it's not this one. Joanne Klink. Thank you for the stars, Lynn. I do receive 1 penny per star. They all add up and they help me to pay for these snazzy graphics you see here. Thank you so much for that. And if you guys want to connect with me on a deeper level, I offer private sessions. I also offer tarot videos for order. And I have a mediumship development program starting on April 1st. If you're interested, check me out, HeidiCorona.shop. That is the place to find out everything I got going on. Huh. Wow. Joanne, I want to say to you, I have many past loved ones that are just trying to peek in. Okay. I'm not necessarily taking their message. Joanne, you really need guidance. Does this have to do with your relationship? Because look, girl, I'll give you what I'm getting here. I'll give you what I see. This first card that fell is the King of Cups now. Court cards can always, yes. Thank you. Court cards can always be people in our lives. Okay. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, King of Cups. Maybe this is a romantic suitor, her partner, potentially. Okay. But it could also be her and the way that she's handling and mastering her emotions at this time. So I got a couple extra to see. And I got the King of Wands and the Four of Wands. All right. Another king and the home life. So, Joanne, I got chills right now. So, this is most definitely talking about your partner and the home life and potentially actions that are going on in that area. Maybe he hasn't been acting so loving. Maybe he's been acting a little out of character, a little different. And you're like, what in the world's going on? I'll just sit this for you. Okay. This could have to do with many things. There are two kings here. All right. And the Four of Wands. I got to go deeper with this, honey. Two kings. All right. So I feel like your partner may be slightly intimidated by your success or your growth. You're stepping into more empowered energy. Partner's like, wait a minute, I take the lead here in whatever way this could be. Maybe you're working and he's not, or vice versa. I'm not putting you in an nitty box. And I say he because he's on the card and it's just a normal habit. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to pigeonhole anybody, Joanne. But I do see a butting of heads, a clashing of energies here. Is it having to do with the direction of your home? Maybe one wants to sell or leave and one doesn't. Who knows? Maybe it's just rubbing each other the wrong way. I'm going to grab you another card on this. Sending love to you. Sending love to Joanne. Spirit. What does Joanne need to hear? She knows what's going on. We don't all need to know what's going on. Dang, girl. Joanne, I know you're not saying much here, and I don't blame you. You're probably just absorbing. See, there are some things that are a touch more challenging to say on the live, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to think about the right way to say this here. Okay, so fork in the road definitely showed up here. Fork in the road now. This is about leaving, maybe somebody's leaving someone else. These are the two cards that I also have for you, Out on a Limb and Envy. Okay, so fork in the road, out on a limb, and envy. This does also line up with, I'm feeling somewhat intimidated or threatened by your success. This envy here, really envy. But this could also speak to, I want more and I'm not finding it here. You know what I mean? Hold on, Joanne. I'm trying to give you a complete message here, but it's kind of unfolding a little slowly. I can see how the two of you, it feels like somewhat of a stalemate. And everybody doesn't need to know your business. You know what I mean? And thank you. Yeah. When people send enough stars, it activates some kind of a stars party. And that's totally awesome. Yes, Joanne, look, are you the one who wants to leave and be single? Let's just say this. Look, because none of these cards are bad. All right. I just need it. Yes, Ace of Wands. I'm just going to talk. I caught him chatting with another female on February 23rd. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you and I send you so much love. Look, girl, listen. These cards aren't extremely terrible, okay? But they're bothersome. You know what I mean, Joanne? They're bothersome. And I want to say, as someone from the outside looking in, as this person who's reading your cards, that even just that right there is enough. That is enough for you to have full-fledged permission, willpower, duty, integrity, whatever you feel like you need to just say, this isn't right for me. He says he ended it with her, but I don't believe him. You know what? We'll get some cards on that because look, like, okay. The fork in the road here, okay? This is you out on a limb. Like, I kind of believe you. Okay, this is him, like, I feel like this is him wanting to have his cake and eating it too. But I look, regardless, we'll dive into that in just a moment. When you say you don't believe him, I'd like to get some cards, see what Spirit has to say about that. However, here in your heart of hearts, nine of pentacles and the ace of wands here on the bottom, that tells me I'm better off on my own. I would rather be by myself. I know I can stand on my own 2 feet, and she's got a smile on her face and she doesn't have to worry about any bullshit, right? Because that is enough. Oh, okay, maybe he's ended it, but will you ever really be sure, honey? Will you ever trust? You might. And if you feel like there is true love there and you really want to give it a go, Spirit is suggesting that the two of you go into couples counseling, some kind of therapist or this, that. Chances are he won't. And that's a big giant answer for you, Joanne. I'm sending you so much love. I'm not trying to, I feel like you are standing in great energy. And it's one of those, well, I don't have enough proof to really walk away. Oh, well, he's saying all the right things. Of course he is. Okay. But how do you feel? And do you want to live with feeling like that? Period. Bottom line. Truth. Do you? No, you don't. That trust that I finally built with him is gone. Yes. Yes, it is, sweetheart. And Spirit wants me to say, oh gosh, I don't want to say that. Better it happened sooner than later. Spirit says you've got to allow yourself time to calm down. Okay. And I don't mean about this. I mean, your body is freaking out. Okay. Your body is panicked. Your body does not know if it's in a fight or flight mode, because now you're always on guard, watching this, that, second guessing everything. Plus all this is going on, and who knows what other stress you got going on. So Spirit is saying that you have been in fight or flight mode. And it's important to take pause and take breaks from your problems. Okay. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes a day to just step away, have a smoke, or if you don't smoke, step out and just breathe. Go for a walk, settle into a chair if you need to, whatever it is to find peace. And remember, it's your job to put those problems aside, to not think about them on purpose, to just let them go for that period of time. You can do it. Set a timer, play some music, let it run. Don't entertain any thoughts. Okay. Your body needs to know it's okay to relax. In fact, they're saying in your mind, breathe deeply and repeat the word in your mind. Relax. Relax. It is safe for me to relax. In this moment, it is safe for me to relax. Okay, Spirit is wanting you to pull some of that in regularly throughout the day, even if you just step into the restroom. Oh my gosh, I just had surgery on my right shoulder on Friday. I almost canceled the surgery. Who could blame you, girl? Who could blame you with all the stress you have going on? But thank goodness that you took care of yourself, right? Stay on the mend. You need to make sure you relax, because listen, even though you might be laid up from surgery, your emotions are still tense. So those doses of peace, they speak to relaxing your body so that your body knows that it doesn't have to just be ready, be ready for something, right? Spirit, can you please give me a card for Joanne as far as the relationship? Energy patterns there. Fuck. Damn it. Look, I'm like, what is the message regarding that relationship? Has he ended it? What are the energy patterns there? Okay, so this is the card Otherworldly, which speaks to me about divine intervention. And this is the card Cheater, Cheater. Babe, I can't make this up. I feel like it was divinely timed that you come across this now, and you use your own free will and good judgment to decide what you're willing to do as you move forward. However, this is a pattern of selfishness and a lack of concern for those involved. This is someone who only attends to their wants and their needs and their personal agenda, and they have a lack of regard for others involved. Lying, cheating, manipulation, stealing, that kind of thing. And this otherworldly is divine intervention signs stepping in to show you in a divine. Look, they're even saying you found this out in a divine way. It was uncanny. It was crazy that you even found this out, right? That was spirit bringing it to your attention so that you could address it in a real way and not have to sustain such a thing. Not have to sustain a pattern that you would not be uncomfortable with in your life. Joanne, take care of you. Yes, absolutely. It was divinely orchestrated, Joanne. So, and sometimes these are painful awarenesses, right? But they bring such clarity, right? And allow you to move forward with empowered choice, with awareness. And you will succeed, Joanne. That is what I have for you, hon. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Thank you. Hello, friends. Thank you for jumping in here today. I got to sip my water and vape for a minute. Hello, my name is Heidi. I'm in California. I am a spiritual practitioner. And if you would like to drop in a specific request, I'm down with that. If you just want general, I'm good with that too, because I don't have the answers. I got to tap in with spirit no matter what it is. So go ahead and drop that in for me. Aw, yes, you did, Joanne. I believe that with my whole heart. I trust spirit, that spirit draws in whoever has a message, even if not a personal message. Listen with an open heart, because there's only one of me and there's many of you, and spirit wants to speak to many. And we go through a lot of, we wouldn't know this, but I only know this because of the internet. Okay. Now I see that like we all go through similar things, even in different areas of the world, different families, different cultures, different whatever. The energy patterns hit the collective. All right. And that's something that we can see now. So please let your ears perk up, because I might be speaking to your scenario. Okay, let's see. Oh, and I do have a new mediumship only spot. Mediumship only on Sunday nights. Last night's was freaking awesome. And I look forward to doing that. Again, every Sunday is going to be mediumship only. This is an open format. Nikki Marie, I've got to read for you. Would love anything my guides have. Things are changing a lot. Nikki Marie, yes. Thank you, Karma. Yeah, I bought this shirt for the crowd. I bought this. I even had to buy an undershirt because it's like, like it's tight. And I bought the shirt to kind of spice up my colors, because I'm a very muted person. And so I bought the shirt to spice up my colors. Nikki, I'll grab this one. A lot is changing. No, this isn't the one. Hold on, Nikki. I see another deck. I put this one up here, and I knew I was gonna use it. Spirits and Shadows. Love this. Fantastic. I'm glad that you guys like it. I got a couple more too. I was like, I got to do something here. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Flattery does not get you to the front of the line, but I appreciate all the kind words. Nikki Marie, I'm with you, honey. Those two are yours. Oh, don't drop it. Huh. Nikki. All right, we're going to clarify those. Really? How do you feel about this, Nikki? Love. I see all those see all the lines on the heart there? Like it looks pretty webby, you know what I mean? Like all the cords and the cords and ties and attachments that used to be, wrapped all up and around you. And I do really feel a cleansing here. Look at this door of dreams. I feel like you've really been cleansing your waking moments, Nikki. Have you been having nightmares? Nina says, it's okay to be dark. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm drawn to the color black, and it's slimming. You better believe it, girl. Okay, no worries, Nikki. We'll dive in more deep. That's why I said we need to clarify this. I want to say something about that. I wasn't always petite. I used to be a plus size lady, and I had a weight loss surgery like 11 years ago, but that is why I wear mostly black clothes, because when I was chubby, like, it hides all the things, and it just became my style. It just became my wardrobe. And now that's just, I have to branch out to put some color into my tops. I usually don't dream or have nightmares. That's okay. So look, the way that these fell, Nikki, okay, the way that these fell, the love was first and then the door of dreams. So I really feel like this is the doorway that's closed at this moment. Okay, the doorway to love. I'm going to get some tarot to clarify this because I'm really heavy in my head space here. What is this about? Are you starting a new job? I said, I'm heavy in my headspace. What is this? I literally just touched my head and here's the card that fell. You in your head. All right, honey, are you trying to start a new job, but you don't feel like you got what it takes to cut it? Do you love what you're doing? No, I wish. No, I wish. So no, I wish starting a new job. Ah, all right. What is this for Nikki? Nikki, honey, I feel some kind of conflictions in the intention here, okay? Because look, you're like, no, okay, I think that's a no, I wish new job. I'm not sure what you're saying there. I want a new job, but this is just what works hours and money wise. Okay. Okay. So look, I said that you're not quite there yet. Okay. You want a new job. This is what works. It does. Look, this Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords here, it does work. It's making ends meet. It's putting food on the table. It's kind of stress to me. It's not what I want for the long run. Okay. But seeing this through, the Hanged Man is about waiting, okay, and not begrudging what you have going on. I love this. I want a new job. But this is what's working, the hours and the money. Okay. So thank you for the hours. Thank you for the money. Thank you that my bills are paid. Okay. While I wait and see this through, on the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. I feel like you're going to find a different job that's going to work a lot better for you. But this right now is testing you in some kind of a way. Okay. It's testing your resolve not to just quit and give up. Even if this isn't the long-term right thing for you. The plan, okay, the life path and the plan is for you to sustain and make ends meet and pay those bills and do your best until the right thing does open up for you. I feel like it'll be at a higher pay grade and maybe even a higher level. So if you're getting some kind of education or certification around that or whatever, maybe they'll just have an opening that suits you. Okay. However, now it's about not giving up. Even when your back hurts, even when you're tired, even when you've got to say, no, I can't afford that because I'm barely making enough for this, that, the other thing. Spirit wants me to say something. Where there's a will, there's a way, honey. Where there is a will, there is a way. And nobody wants to live in a meager fashion. However, making it through that, look at this. No one wants to live in a meager fashion. King of Pentacles. This is the sugar daddy, okay, in the tarot. No one wants to live meager. But like Gina says there, the test comes before graduation. I feel it though. I know this. I'm pushing through. Nikki, Spirit wants me to share with you just a quick story about myself. So, oh gosh, how much do I share? Geez, Spirit, come on now. So when I was very young, I had my first child and I decided to branch out and go live on my own. And I was lucky enough to be able to get an apartment. And I was on welfare at the time with my new baby. And I had food stamps back when they were tickets that you had to go get them. And they were in the booklet and you tear them out. I don't know if you guys remember this or whatnot, but way back when. Okay. I got onto welfare. I tried to get my own place with my daughter, and my rent was $490, okay, back then. And my welfare allotment was $505. And I had exactly $15 after rent. 15. And then I had my food stamps, thank goodness. So I cooked at home every day. I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have to worry about gas. I pushed my stroller to the grocery store, which was about 1.5 miles away. I weighed my stroller down with all my grocery bags, pushed them all the way back. I cooked meals morning, noon, and night. We did not eat out. I did not run an air conditioner. I did not have TV. I barely had enough electricity. I did not run a thing because that $15 was supposed to cover the rest of my bills. And it really sucked. It really sucked for a short, I probably lived there for, I don't know, 1.5 years, maybe. It was really challenging, really challenging. And I'm not saying that that is a great way to live, but I'm saying, like sometimes we go through some crap and we don't even know how we make it, how we can, but we can. We just don't do the extra stuff. You buckle down to the basics, you buckle down to the minimum. And Nikki, I remember those days too. Absolutely. And where you're at now is better than that, right? It's definitely better than the story that I just shared. Okay. However, you have struggles all your own, and they are not without merit. So continue putting one foot in front of the other and build that better life for you and your babies. You are the kick-ass person who is doing this. Good for you, girl. You are a superhero. And even superheroes want to give up sometimes. It's too hard. Forget it. But what's the alternative? Who's going to swoop in and save you? No one. So you got to put those boots on and you got to keep on going. And that's what I have for you, Nikki, is that's what it's about right now, is doing what's right, hanging in there, doing your best, persevering, not giving up. Because it's so easy to say, fuck this. I'm having a bad day. I'm done with this, that, the other thing. And Spirit knows that you can see this through even when you want to say, fuck this, even when you want to give up. And believe me, girl, that better job, that better paying job, the one that fits better with your life and your lifestyle, it's on the horizon for you. You're walking in the direction to get you there. Keep going. That's what I have for you, Nikki. I did that because I had no other choice. I had no other choice. There were no extras. You learn to live however you have to. I'm glad that you feel it in your heart, love. Maybe you just need to hear it out loud, like from someone else. Sending love to you, Nikki. Oh, look at this. Hi, Shine. Love him. Thank you, Karma. He's a sweetie pie. Yeah, my mom was on my live last night with my granddaughter, and I guess she was like calling me Granny, Granny, Granny. I didn't know that. Had I known, I would have been like, hey, Liz. Hi, baby. All right. Hi, Paul and Luke. How you doing? Paul and Luke, I'm doing okay this morning. It's early for me here. It is 10:51 a.m. where I'm at. Oh, yes. Elise Tooker. I would love to read for you. I recognize your name, girl. You got something going on. I like your flavor, girl. I like your style. That wasn't a good... I mean, your flair. Elise, I've seen you on your own page or somewhere. Right? Yes, yes. Oh, Misty Tucker. That was a rarity, darling, but thank you. All right. All right, so Elise, I've got you this card here. Dimmed is the card, all right? Now, this indicates that something outside of yourself might be siphoning some of your energy, okay? I kind of feel like it could be a lot of things. I feel like Elise is a busy, busy lady. I feel like Elise has a lot going on. And, some of these things are other people responsibilities, potentially like bad moods or mouthiness, that kind of thing that we can get from our folks or even elsewhere, that just kind of brings us down a little bit. And I want to say that your energy is so high vibe. Your energy is so high vibe, Elise, that when somebody's able to just snatch it from you like that, like they just swap it and you walk away like, huh, and they're like, just like whistling and snapping and skipping to the beat, that's what I feel here. So make sure, oh, are you today? See, you guys, my brain is just not straight in the mornings. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. I will most definitely watch you guys. I love to watch In the Hands of the Angels. So Elise, all right, check it out. These people or whatever who are able to swap energies with you and just kind of wipe that smile off your face and paste it onto their own and go about their merry day. Okay, recognize this, girl. Recognize when people are just playing with your emotions like this because they can and because you love them. And sometimes it has an effect. And sometimes you can recognize this and go, haha, I'm not falling for that one again. Get in line or whatever this is. So look here. Yeah, sending love. You fell, you sweetheart. I'm all over the place. Luke, sending love to Luke. I know that you did fall and you got hurt, you poor thing. Thank you, Joan. So Elise, now listen, they're still bringing me to other things. They're showing me Elise with palm trees above her head, like she needs to relax and watch a book by the water, if that's something you like. But I do feel relaxation in that. I love the sun on you. Actually, they're showing me you sitting in the shade. So maybe you don't care for the sun directly on you, okay, but just to be out in nature. And I see you reading a book, like really relaxing, okay. But I also see like an easel with a canvas on it, and the canvas is blank. Remember, we're talking about you being dimmed. I kind of feel like your inspirational outlets are going in a lot of different directions. And Spirit is suggesting that you kind of pull this in, okay, and decide just in this moment, what is the right thing for me to work on right now? Okay. It doesn't have to be like every Tuesday at this time, I make sure to do this every time on this schedule. How about right now? Elise, that is what Spirit is really bringing me, is to you checking into yourself in each moment and deciding how you want to spend that time of the greatest and highest good of you and what you have going on. Okay. And when you find yourself with some free time, then you can go, ooh, which avenue do I want to follow? That painting, that hobby, that nature, that dancing, that whatever, right? And it might change in each moment. It's about anchoring that energy in as you need it. All right. And it's boosting your vibration, shaking off some of that other stuff. Make sure that you are giving back to yourself, staying hydrated, resting sufficiently, eating for your needs or whatever. Okay. Because sometimes we can forget that too. Your children, Elise. Spirit is calling me to, I suck at planning and scheduling. Well, hey, then that's good. Then on the fly, in the moment, if I feel like it's the right time to meditate, it's the fucking right time. And here I go, right? That's what Spirit is saying. If you're no good at planning and scheduling, then you've got to be good at being spontaneous, all right? And holding yourself accountable to plug in the things that you need to do when you know you need to do them. I'm telling you, you feel the fire of inspiration. Oh, this sounds good. If you don't have that, scan your options. I've got some free time. I know the living room needs vacuum, some dishes need done, and the laundry. What should I do? Or I have my book. Ooh, I could cheat and read my book and let everything pile up, Or I could assign some chores to these other people and say, oh no, what are you saying, sweetie? I don't know why I felt like crying when you said my children. I feel pain there, honey. That's why I'm leaning down in that direction. But I still got to talk about holding people accountable, let them, do the things that they need to do to be successful individuals. Okay. Because you're teaching them how to be successful individuals. And I feel from Spirit the call to bring your children in, to ask them to co-create with you on your projects and even on the, household duties and things, because you're teaching them how to be productive members of society. And I feel like your energy, like I said, is so awesome. And if you spend that one-on-one time with each of the children, or even them as a group, it's great. Everybody is illuminated. But when it's you and them one-on-one, hey, come on, buddy, I want you to help me fold the laundry, and cut some slack if they can't like fold it right. Thank you for helping me, you did a great job, whatever this is, bringing them in. Then they're mom's little special buddy, mom's little special helper at that time. And they all kind of need that. That could be why you have some squeaky wheels who just want to act a certain way because they want something from you, your time, your love, your attention, but they may not know how to get it in a healthier way. So if you are able to see this and focus it here, there, and the other place, you will keep them satisfied, if you will, and the patterns will be much more smooth in your home. I feel like everyone wants some of you, and I don't blame them, girl. I watched your live. I'm like, we got to be friends. Thanks for showing up. Sending you all kinds of love, Elise. Not just to sign it. Yes, you've got to show them. Come on, buddy. Let's do this. I don't know how to do that. That's hard. Like, come on, I'm going to show you how. Watch. And you see how we can miss the edges. You see how you got to be, careful, whatever. Oh, you sweetheart. No wonder that's why. I do have a daughter in the spirit world. You sweetheart. You better know she's hanging around, looking over you and the rest of your family, sweetie. I love that. I'm sending you so much love, and of course, you know that all of her love is with you, darling. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, let's see where we're at now. Oh, yes. I want a hug. I want a hug from you too, Elise. I'm totally shy, but I'm definitely a hugger. So we'll just say that. Pam Dite. And then Wendy K. I have 2 grandchildren, Paul and Luke. I know. My grandson is so awesome. He's on Messenger with me, and he sends me voice clips because he can't type. He's 4, and he sends me voice clips, and he'd be like, I love you, Granny. I love you, Granny. Like all crazy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this kid's nuts. So then I'll send him back the same thing. Like, I love you, Emmett. I love you, Emmett. All crazy. And he laughs. Oh, look at me getting sidetracked. Yeah, grandkids are definitely a joy. Definitely different than kids. You know what I mean? Grandkids are different than our kids. Now I always understand why my mom loved my children so much. I'm just the kid. Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. I do my best to look appropriate. Pam, I'm with you, love. I know it. He's adorable. But see, I'm the granny who, I'll get him in trouble. I have boundaries. And I'll be like, look, little man, if you don't learn from me, you're going to be learning from someone else. So granny's going to teach you right now what's appropriate, what's not, how you need to listen and how you don't. And, sometimes that's the only thing that I'm speaking to someone here. Like, I'm really talking to someone here. If you're holding children accountable, your grands or even your kids, like, they need that. Even if the parents are letting them get away with this, that, or other caretakers, other family members, whatever, they do need somebody who enforces rules and holds them accountable to be good people. Okay. They do need someone who loves them, but also is able to, steer them in the right ways. Pam Dite, I'm with you. Right. I know, Karma. My grandkids are your kids' age, pretty much. But I told you I had a child very young. And she also had a child quite young. All right, Pam. Pam, you've got major arcana card number 17, the star. The star is about a wish and a hope and a prayer that you've been hanging on to for a while. Pam Dite. Pam Dite. This means that the divine hears you. The divine has heard your prayers and is moving things in a direction for you. Now, I believe that you are here. 2 of Swords, stay or go, this or that. This person has a blindfold on, indicating that they are procrastinating because maybe they don't know which is the right decision to make. Okay, I want to say to you, what can you live with? There's 2 options here. As you can see, this or that. So the 2 options that you have here with the this or that, you've got the 8 of Cups walking away. This is an emotional decision to go. All right. She set this cup on fire. Fuck this shit. There's no saving it. I'm not turned around to see how it's received. I know it's total demolition. All right, Pam. So that's one option there. If you decide to let go, it's fucking over. You can't take that back. That's why you're still frozen here. All right. This other option is the Page of Swords, educating yourself on a new style of doing things, a new way of living, maybe even the processes on moving through this in a safe way. Because potentially, I mean, hey, girl, I feel like if you wanted to do this, you would have done it 20 times over already. There's a fear or an apprehension around this, and this might be you dealing with this alone. Okay, so this Page of Swords could be an education around this. Okay, how do I do this? I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how to take the steps in that direction. If I can do this alone, some kind of support from family, friend, loved one, agency, even something that wants to support you. She's reading stuff. You see that? But she's also walking a tightrope. I feel like the fear here, wow, okay. So Pam, you're educating yourself now as to the steps that you can take to get out of this scenario, yes? I want to say that educating yourself is the first step, okay? Because that shows willingness. And as you illuminate that information and make it a realistic option for yourself, it anchors it in more deeply. Okay, look at this Eight of Swords. I was shuffling. She's trapped, confined, and restricted by her circumstances. Okay, but check it out. She's really not. Like, look at her over here. She's healthy and well and banging, and she can stand up and leave and not have to deal with any of these things that are bothering her in an inner way. All right. Thank you. So yes, you are, Pam. I'm proud of you. I want to say to you that as you educate yourself, you're going to be drawn into avenues that work. Queen of Pentacles, I want to say to you that you can do everything on your own. You are the queen of money and finances and physical health and your life. Okay, you're the one who truly does make everything keep going and flowing. You wake up in the morning with air in your lungs. You've got food to eat today. You do this. You've done this. Even if you feel like, I can't, I haven't, I won't. Yes, you will. When you're not here, you'll get resourceful, like we were talking about. But this isn't a resourceful card. This is just a recognize your power card. You have it in the palm of your hand. Her eyes are not even open. She's not worried what you think of her weird headdress. She doesn't care. You don't pay her bills, right? So Pam, this is your call to be in alignment with you. A lot of family issues with my kids, and I'm getting a job to take the stress off me. That's exactly what this says it's going to do. Beautiful. Having the money right there in your hand is going to take a load off you. She's not stressed. She's not concerned. And I must also say, she's not real zoned in to all of those issues going on either. Okay. So I do feel like praying about those issues, leaving them in the hands of God, and then taking actionable steps in your life and in your day to improve those areas that you know would help bring more peace and relieve the stress. Okay, Pam, you got this, girl. That job is going to definitely help. All right. And you are a grown adult. And those kids, I feel like, are grown adults. And sometimes grown adults clash or butt heads, you know, but we all have our own free will and good judgment to make decisions based on what we want for our lives. Okay. Wow. So you've got the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, people acting in ways that you wouldn't necessarily co-sign or want them to do, following avenues or paths, whatever, arguing with one another. And I'm still in fear about my scan in June, and clear will I be 7 years clear. I'll get a card on that scan. Pam, how many years have we done this? Every year you ask me, how's it going to go? And I pull you some kind of card and everything seems fine. And then it is fine. So Pam, I'll get you something for this as well, honey. Everything's going to be fine, just like in the past. The moon is about the past. The Nine of Cups is about you being okay. Look at her. Just like last time, everything's going to be okay, Pam. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Thank you, God. Sending all the love to Pam as you move through this. And nothing is permanent. All of these things that you're dealing with are temporary. Yes, exactly. I appreciate you, Pam. Thank you so much, honey. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Now, who did I shout out after Pam? I know I said someone else. Who did I say? Yep. Who was it? Wendy, that's who it was. Wendy, career, you're stressed. Yes? Aw, no crying. Don't cry. Look, I'm going to get to everyone that I can get to. I got all the time in the world right now. Wendy, yeah, you're stressed. Career. You're welcome, fam. Career. Wendy K. You guys are the best. Last night was totally awesome too. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful to be of service. I'll tell you, I love watching other broadcasts. I'll tell you, I love watching other broadcasts, and like Paul and Luke, like Elise Tooker. I just, like to catch other readers and watch how they function. And it's cool because I can see the mechanics behind how they're getting their information. Because like I'm a real practitioner. I'm like, oh, super cool. This is how it works for them, right? And I'm like totally engaged. And I will tell you, I have jumped on some recently who have quite large followings and they are not legit. I was like, this person's full of crap. And I'm watching the comments, looking for validations, looking for the names that they're calling out, and none of it was there. I was so blown away. Like, what? How sad. How sad. The whole crowd was an audience full of people asking for messages. Please, please, me, please, my past loved one, my past loved one. And he's giving all kinds of very, very precise information with no feedback, no validation, not even a real person in the crowd. I'm like, that's horrendous. That is why I talk to you guys. I read your comments. We engage back and forth. This is real. And that is how we prove it. And you guys, please. No. Yeah, pay attention to that. You got to watch and pay attention. Just because someone has a following or seems to know what they're doing doesn't mean that they do. You should witness your reader. You should feel a connection. You should see that they know what they're doing, right? And you should be the one making that first move. Yeah, I'm not trying to slam anybody on that at all, okay? But it really made me sad. And it makes what I do, like, thank you, God, that I'm legit and that I can show up for you guys, in this way. It makes me so sad. But it gives a bad name to legitimate practitioners, We are the real deal. It takes a lifestyle change to keep ourselves acclimated to the energy of spirit, to be able to do this regularly. And for someone to step in and just pretend, it really offends me. But I know that happens. Not here. Not here. I'm a real person. That's fucking right. Wendy K, so are you. This is your card. I did this. I can. It's in my own real life oracle deck. If you want yours, it's available in my shop for purchase. So Wendy K, a real person. I'm loving this. Listen, honey, this means that you have risen to a certain level of authenticity. I went to pick up the deck and some of them fell. Look here, caged. All right. So where you're at right now, Wendy K, in the job, you're like stressed. Yes, because you can't be yourself. Okay, I feel like rules are cracking down. You can't say this. You have to dress a certain way. Oh my God, I can't believe it's going to come back onto, whatever this is. So I'm really afraid to even be authentic. Like, who am I in this place? I have to be whoever they want me to be, When did I get it, girl? I've had it forever. I've had it forever. I don't remember. Last year, maybe. I've had this one for a few years and then I balanced my hands out. I think I got this last year sometime. Yeah. Definitely. Last year I did. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you, Pam. All right. So Wendy, I feel like current situation. Thank you, Gina. You're the best. Gina keeps me on schedule. I wouldn't have my head attached if it wasn't for Miss Gina Wright. Oh my gosh. Wendy K, I can't make this up. Look, I shuffled the deck. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to grab your card that fell over here. Watch this shit, girl. This is your other card of the stars. You literally got both of my hand tattoos. These are your cards, girl, of the stars indicates that you, like a real person, you are authentic. This one indicates that you recognize that you're more than just your body. You're more than just your past. You're more than just the life that you have been living. Your eternal soul is of the stars. And when your soul yearns to experience life, that is the God part of you that is directing you and guiding you. That's your intuition, your higher self, your higher power, sweetheart, and you are divinely connected. This also indicates that soul family is near. Now, the way that the other cards fell, I've shuffled them back in, but it was a real person and caged, right? So at the current position where you're at, I don't feel like this is available to you. However, once you open up to finding something different, which is what I feel, Wendy, I know that might not be plausible like overnight, right here now, but if you're looking and you're casting that net and you're willing to look for a different something, okay, it is out there for you, and it is much more in alignment with who you are becoming and with the future that you desire for yourself. Soul family, these kinds of bonds are special. Okay, special. The job is phasing out. Yes, ma'am. And something new is going to be in alignment. Something new is going to align itself to you, to your path that is in resonance with your soul, with what your soul is yearning to do. So I wonder, darling, are you planning to work with children or some such thing? I'm kind of drawn in that direction. Children, pets, who knows? But it has to be in alignment with you as an authentic, real person, or you'll find yourself yet again caged, right? That's what I have for you, Wendy. No stress. You're going to find something that's better for you. And Spirit wants me to say this. Had you not been put in this position, you would have just stuck it out, right? Oh, forget it. It pays the bills. I'm going to just stay, even if I'm not so happy or so fulfilled, right? That's why these things happen, to take this out of our hands so that we have to act, right? Pets, maybe. Thank you. Wherever it is for you, Wendy, I feel you definitely moving in a much more positive direction, and a direction that is in alignment with you and is in alignment with growth and expansion for your future. I feel like a previous position, there was no room for growth, right? It was limited in some way. Now you're going to be open up for expansion. Like I feel the kind of job that has like cost of living raises included. You know what I mean? Every 6 months on my probation or whatever, I get another raise, whatever. I feel something like that for you, Wendy. So lean into those directions. See what works for you. Sending you all the love. Wow, that's crazy. Paul and Luke, we got blocked from a site for saying to the moderator that the so-called medium wasn't getting the information from spirit. I got told we weren't spiritual. Wow. How hurtful is that? You know what? Thank you, God, that you can recognize something that may not be in alignment. You know what I mean? Hey, good riddance. I'll tell you, I've been involved earlier in my spiritual journey and early in my broadcasting career. I got involved with some of the with some spiritual groups that were kind of up and coming. And I ended up having I was an admin of the group, a moderator in the group. And I guess I had all kinds of great ideas and I overstepped bounds, and she ended up kicking me out. She's like, "You're too much." And I'm like, "What?" And I was so hurt. Like, I'm doing my best for the group, for you guys. Like, you can't even like tell me what I'm doing. You just want to kick me out and tell me I'm too much or whatever. I thought, I was very hurt. I was very hurt. I got to be honest. It was early in my career, early in my broadcasting, in my spirituality. I didn't know many people. So I was like, is everyone like this? I didn't know, but thank you, God. It was a blessing. That was a group I found out that I did not want to grow with. Thank you, God. It was a blessing that I did not participate, that I did get kicked out. Oh, bye, Pam. Gina, you're cool. If you're too much, they deserve less. You're awesome. Totally awesome. Samantha Morgan, you here? Oh, Lynn Del Sordo, you're next first. Lynn Del Sordo and Samantha Morgan. Did I call out anyone else? Technically, I'm not accepting donations right now. But I do appreciate you. I have tarot videos for order, and I also have offer private sessions. Let's see. Exactly, Paul and Luke. Exactly. We realized we didn't want to be associated with that group. Amen. It may not even be this. I need to say this, just because we're not associated with other spiritual communities or practitioners. Maybe we were at one point, no longer. Sometimes we just get, our vibration change as we grow, as the practitioners that we are. Our vibration changes, and so do theirs, right? Or maybe it doesn't, whatever. What I'm saying is, just because we may have been on a wavelength at some point, and then we're doing all this other stuff and this is still right here, maybe we're just not in resonance. It doesn't mean like I'm good and you're bad, or I'm bad and you're good. It just means that we're not on the same frequency anymore. We're not vibing. That's how I take it. And some folks do vibe, on that other frequency. I feel like we're all different for a reason, because not every reader is for every person, right? But Spirit wants there to be help available to all. Lynn. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yeah, I've learned not to shrink myself. And I really can't. Like I can't. When I shrink myself, I end up getting angry and frustrated and just busting right through whatever that was. So I don't even try. That builds resentments on my part. Why can't I just be me? Right? Well, then I just should be and not have a resentment about something. And if they can take me, they take me. And if they leave me, they leave me, right? Lynn Del Sordo. Lynn Del Sordo. Okay, you get this one and this one. Lynn. The first one is doses of peace here. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Lynn, this is a call to give your body those intentional doses of peace. Okay, but I feel like this is to plug in regular meditation. The other card is guilt and shame. Lynn, I feel like this is just a teeny tiny call to do maybe a touch of shadow work, okay? To plug in a couple of, sessions to release some guilt, release some shame, release any emotional baggage that may be just hanging around somewhere. I feel this, oh boy, sometimes we can have like unreasonable guilt, like, well, I feel guilty because I didn't show up and go to that thing. And now I feel guilty because I didn't answer your call. And I feel guilty because I didn't have the money to loan you when you asked me if I had money to loan you. Like these kinds of ways that we can harbor unnecessary guilt that really is not helping us in any kind of way. And it's no reason to have guilt. If you're doing your best and you're always doing your best, then you're not incurring guilt. So, Lynn, Spirit is saying, they're saying to flow some kind of a river in your meditative space. I know that you meditate. So to plug in, your meditation time once a day and to flow a river, like a river through your whole chakra column, okay, down through your feet, and allow that. They're saying like blue water, like this. And you can even add these words to them or any other words that kind of feel like you need to go through and flush and down this water down into your, down into your grounding cords into Mother Earth. Okay, just the flesh. If you don't know what this is, just release those words, let them flow through you and down and into Mother Earth. Okay, and once you're done with that like blue flush, Lynn, during this time, then flush with white. Okay, then fill yourself with divine white light. They're saying to strengthen your auric boundary. Okay, this has something to also do with a little bit of flimsy auric boundaries, okay? Because I feel guilty if I don't compromise for you, okay? So also to see your auric boundary as a very strong and stable sphere around you, okay? And I see it glittering like diamonds on the outside, okay? So see your auric boundary. It's really, it's like you're okay. I don't know how to explain this, Lynn. It's a lot more firm and round than I'm used to experiencing. I'm used to experiencing. Yes. So they're saying for you to bring that solid boundary there, okay? And to see it, visualize it, sense it, feel it, know it, that it is there. Send love to the reinforcement, add divine light to your field, to the wall, to the wall, to the wall. I feel like it's thick, okay? And it's all shiny, like white and shiny. And I want you to encase yourself with that, all right? This is going to be what you close yourself off with after you run that river through your chakra tower, okay, from top to bottom, down through your feet, through your grounding cords, and then encase yourself and strengthen those auric boundaries. Spirit wants you to do this as you move forward, Lynn. There's some kind of a distortion to the energy patterns. That's why they're wanting you to really separate your own flesh, separate your own. Oh, yes, that's right, guys. You got to get ready for your live. I'm going to do my best to be there. All right. Love you, Paul and Luke. Good luck. Good luck. Sending love. I know it's going to be great. So, Lynn, it's something like, well, identifying with how other people perceive you. Okay, but how other people perceive you, or what they want to act like they perceive you, right? It's not accurate. Okay, it's not always right. Like, I feel like other people can have attitude, and be like, God, you're so whatever, right? And it's not true. Okay, however, Lynn, strengthening that auric space, the boundaries there, really integrating that every day, like once a day, do this for a week, okay, to really anchor yourself in and get your space settled, because there's a blending of energy, and it's creating confusion in your mind about your role or who you are or how you make the world feel, okay? And it's not true and not accurate. So Spirit is saying to do this and feel yourself and know that that's just the way other people are, okay? Their coping mechanisms, maybe whatever that is, it has nothing to do with you. And when you do this, you'll recognize that on a deeper level, energetically, okay? Lynn. Okay. I know I shouted someone else out. Samantha Morgan. Yeah, top of the next hour, in the hands of the angels. I'll turn us all loose before then so we can go watch Paul and Luke. I go live in the hands of the angels on Fridays. Paul and Luke are on Mondays. And yeah, in about 35 minutes, they're going to start there. So yeah, let's do that. Now, who did I say? I did say your name. Gosh, Samantha Morgan, that's who you are. I apologize, Samantha. Samantha, I'm going to grab you some lights here, tarot. Oh. Okay. Samantha, the two cards that fell for you are the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. All right. So this 10 of Swords is about walking away, final endings, cutting ties from people, turning your back. She ain't looking back. Okay. All these things that are hanging over her head are going to leave from her as soon as she steps over that horizon. All right. 6 of Swords here is about still cutting things away. Okay. So Samantha Morgan, this is a final ending, and this is still taking care of some things. This could even be moving here. Okay. So I'm moving to a new place, and I'm deciding that these things are not coming with me, and maybe these folks will. Okay. This red shawl here does indicate root chakra for me, and taking your root chakra to a more stable and healthy state of being. All right. By cutting away things that are no longer serving you. However, the fact that both of these cards came out, this 10 is final, but the 6 is not. The 6 said there's still a little bit more work to be done. Okay. You've done some of it, but you're still working on maneuvering into the most healthy and bright spaces possible for you. So I want to say to you, don't give up. You're on the right track. All right. This high priestess is receiving downloads. Even if you don't know exactly, your inner knowing knows. Okay, Samantha. So trust your inner knowing. When you don't feel like you want to proceed in a certain direction, or when you decide you want to abstain from something, it's definitely speaking to you about protecting your heart, protecting your solar plexus as you move forward. I can feel how solar plexus may have been infringed upon in the past just a little bit, Samantha. This is your authenticity, your uniqueness, your confidence and ambition, your solar plexus right below your rib cage. Sending love to Samantha's solar plexus. I'm going to move this around because I can feel it very, very tight. Very tight. Okay. That's like, I'm not safe enough to be myself in company wherever I'm at or in this space. Either this or whatever's going on is so out of alignment with who I am. Okay. But I've stuck around and I've hung around for this for quite some time. So it's put a little bit of an effect on me energetically. Okay. So I'm just adding some energy there. I'm just adding some energy there, moving some stuff around. Heidi, you might have noticed some kind of an upset stomach, IBS, this kind of thing, heartburn going on. These are the kinds of ways that our body can speak to us when we're having some kind of issues. I do want to say it's okay to choose you, Samantha Morgan. Spirit is saying it's important to choose you. Okay. And choosing you may not always line up with everyone else. Look at this. We saw these earlier. 4 of Cups, something I'm not happy with. 9 of Cups, me being happy in the future, learning from the past, girl. Learning from the past. You don't have to settle for anything that is not that you're not satisfied with. You know what I mean? That's what I see here. And that you're feeling like I'm pulled away, but nah, I kind of get drawn back in, or I've kind of turned away, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing. I feel like there's the possibility for you to get drawn back in. This Queen of Swords on the bottom. Look at this. Her cup here is behind metal bars. That's her emotions. I'm not being misemotional about this. I'm really envisioning the long-term plan that I have for my life and what I want to unfold. What can I live with as I move forward? What's exciting to me? Stick to that. Don't be misemotional about these things, because the past can always try to grab and reach back for you, but it's up to you to stick to your plan and to move forward into the future. Samantha Morgan, that's for you. Lynn Green and Nikki Owen, I'm going to give you both a message real quick. I get your weird sense of humor. Yes, I do. And I appreciate both of you lovely ladies. So Lynn Green and Nikki Owen, I'm going to get you both a message. Let's see what Spirit has for you. All right. Oh, wow. Yes. Samantha says, my body's definitely changing. I had someone give me an energy attack. Girl, yes. Keep up on your energy management. Cleanse your energetic space. Okay. If you feel like you are receiving some kind of psychic or energetic attacks, okay. You may choose to go into meditation, ask your spirit team to give you a guide specifically to protect you from that. So since I dabble in a lot of different energies and a lot of different people watch me online, I have many different spirit guides with roles that are activated to keep my energy managed so that I don't suffer from any such thing like that, because it's not necessarily like something that's problematic. Okay. However, people can send, bad juju, fuck that bitch. I hope she dies. I hope she loses everything. And then I stub my toe and break my favorite coffee mug. God damn it. Right. It can happen. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's literal just like that, but sometimes it could be literal just like that. So Samantha Morgan, yes. Activate a guide, ask spirit for a guide specifically that can assist you with your spiritual or energetic protection. Okay. For me personally, I have an animal that does that, who literally paces my auric field. So it's up to you and your spirit team, whatever they give to you. Okay. But when you receive that guide, spend time with the guide, thank them, let them know what exactly you would like them to do for you and anything else that they feel that would be of your greatest and highest good. And then, spend time with that guide in gratitude, appreciation, to understand, who you are, what you're doing for me, what you look like. Maybe you have a name. Okay. The deeper you can connect with that guide, the more forceful the energetic clearing will be. Okay. That's what they want me to say for you, Samantha. Okay. Now, I still have Lynn and Nikki. Lynn, you've got the Ace of Cups here. All right. So Ace of Cups is about protecting your heart. Oh, gotcha, Samantha. Good. No worries. Good job sending it right back. You were on the live. I can understand how that would be a little tricky. But yeah, and, activating that on the outside will help keep that street of that kind of clean in your process and in your practice. So thank you. All right. Lynn, Ace of Cups here. This is about something new and near and dear to your heart and really pouring into this. Okay. So focus on this. I do see, I'm drawn into her mouth here. All right. So speaking from the heart, pausing and deciding what you're going to say before it comes through you. Okay, making sure it's in alignment with your message, with your intentions, with you as a person. Okay, really pouring into yourself so that you have it to give back to all others. And I do feel an optimism influx here, like looking on the bright side, seeing things very positively, this kind of thing. Riding that wave, Lynn, is the strength that you have. Lynn Green, this is for you. Okay, so what's near and dear to your heart, what fills you up, allow it to flow through you. And just double check, like Spirit is saying, pause and count to 3 before you speak. Like make it a habit. Okay, that way you know what you want to say, how you want to say it, then speak, even to your housemates or whatever you got going on, just to give yourself the to start triggering a bit of a more automatic response to formulate before it comes through. That's what Spirit's saying. That's something that will help you to communicate more effectively. Lynn. Hi guys, glad to see everyone. Nikki Owen, you know me too, girl. I'm not tripping. Nikki, you got the 7 of Wands showing up for you here. The 7 of Wands is about keeping healthy boundaries. All right. So this is her sitting in her auric boundary, her protected energetic bubble, kind of like I saw Lynn's earlier, very, very round, but Lynn's was shiny like diamonds and I couldn't see through it. It was not opaque, or it was opaque. You could not see through it. Anyway, Nikki, this is what I feel for you. You have risen to a certain level of empowerment. And sometimes people have things to say. That's what these little wands are down here. Sometimes people go, what are you up to? That's stupid. Who do you think you are? How come you aren't taking my call? Oh, you're doing so great, but you can't loan me money anymore. Okay, these are the ways that people can come at us with some bullshit when we're doing all right and we're staying in our own lane. Okay, so that's what I see here for you, Nikki, is that you are doing all right. And as long as you stay in your own lane and you don't give any type of time, effort, or energy to any lower vibe bullshit, you are on the upswing and on the uprise. But you recognize this because it lands with you a certain way. I can feel how you want to get drawn back in. What? No, I'm not. I'm not like that. In fact, here's the money. Here's the money, right? Okay, are they challenging you to just get you to do what they want you to do, sister? All right, so pay attention to this and don't fall into anybody's, reverse psychology traps or whatever this could be. Nikki Owen, I'm glad it resonates, hon. Send love. Lynn, you missed your reading, babe. Oh, thanks. you screenshotted my exhale. Oh, you would have. Yeah, thanks for not. I've done that. I try to pull thumbnails off my page and I'm like, oh my God, what a stupid face. I should never make that face again. And then I see I do it. I can't help it. My face is very expressive. My mother says I'm passionate, right? I can't help it. Yes, I'm sure it would have been funny. Iris Jones, I would love to read for you, love. Iris Jones. These aren't your cards. Hold on. Iris Jones. Look at this, girl. Love that. So what's going on? Okay. All right. Iris, you've got 2 cards from my own real life Oracle deck, Iris. Empowering vibes. Empowering vibes. This is fantastic. I love this card. This is you on the upswing, taking your energetic space, deciding what you want to do with your time, effort, and energy. And more so than that, this is you inspiring others. Iris, the way that you are yourself and uplifting and moving through life's challenges and still making it, right? That inspires other people to do the same, to better themselves, to become better people is what I feel. So maybe you're on some kind of a personal development journey. Maybe you're enforcing healthy boundaries. I feel like maybe you're encouraging others to rise to the occasion of their lives and you're empowering them to be successful, to be healthy, happy, to move through whatever challenges that they may have going on. All right. Beautiful energy. However, absolutes, listen, girl, absolutes is about a black and white way of thinking. Okay. This tells me that maybe it's not always like this. Maybe I'm not always Miss Positive. Maybe I'm doing real good on my diet or exercise or meditation schedule, routine, whatever. And I had a misstep. Maybe I fell off the wagon. Maybe I didn't. It's not all the time. So I want to say to you, it's not all or nothing. This is not black and white. There is a gray area of progress and momentum that is flowing in a certain direction, and that is a victory. Okay, so recognize that sometimes, even if we miss a step, you can jump right back in and keep going. And it's like you've never lost a thing. Okay. I also want to speak more about this for you, Iris. This absolutes now. Now, when we think or speak in absolutes frame of reference, okay, then it's as if that is so. And there's no wiggle room for changing things. So when we say words like always or never, those are absolutes. It's always or never. Okay. So, man, you always eat all the food and I never get anything to eat. Right. When we say things like this, you always cause problems. There's never enough money to go around. I'm always in pain. Life sucks. It's terrible every day. Right. These are absolutes. Absolutes, ways of thinking, ways of speaking that actually manifest that being the same, that being the result. Okay, so when we say I'm always tired, then you will be always tired because you're saying you're always tired. The reality is there's a gray area, Iris. A gray area, the power in your tongue. Yes, ma'am. There is a gray area, and that gray area is your friend. That's the wiggle room that helps you manifest your life into not so like that, right? So when we go, man, there's never enough money to go around, right? That's a never. So now we're solidly, there's never enough. There will never be enough, right? We've got to open it up, okay? Sometimes, how do we say this? Instead of there's never enough money, we've got to say, we've got to look realistically, because you can't trick the energy patterns. You have to be honest. So you have to find the thread of honesty that you can hang on that'll move you in that direction. Okay, so let's take, for example, there's never enough money. Okay, so never is an absolute. Let's try to be more realistic. Maybe money has been scarce. Okay, maybe money has been scarce. Okay, boy, I wish I had more money. More money would be nice. These are ways that we open us up to receiving more instead of affirming the lack. You understand? Let's talk more about always. You're always mean to me. I don't even feel loved. You're always mean to me. I can't enjoy our time together. Now be realistic. Is it always? Is it always? There's probably been one or two times where it wasn't. Okay, maybe more than that. Realistically, we want to say always when it's just something that bugs us and we don't want to keep seeing it again. As always, but the reality there is, when you're mean to me, I'm upset. When you're mean to me, I get upset. When you're mean to me, I don't like it. Let's not say you're always mean to me, because that affirms it will always happen that way. You're ready to see it that way. You're ready to feel it that way. You believe that that's what it'll be. And that's how it turns out. So let's open ourselves up to other methods of thinking and speaking to continue empowering ourselves into positive attitudes, positive areas, positive resources, positive connections. When we tell ourselves we can't do something, then we won't. I can't do that. I'm too old. Well, then you never will, because you've already told yourself that you can't. So you won't. You won't even try. But if you say, I'll try, I bet I can do that. I bet I can try, right? Then you open it up for new experiences and no more limiting yourself. That is what I have for you, Iris. Sending love to your expansion. Just pay attention. You'll catch your thoughts and you'll go, oh, that's not how I should say that. Try to go with something like rarely or often instead of that always or never, and work your way into the sometimes. And then pretty soon you're on the other side of that, right? Wow, you've been kind to me more often than not, and I appreciate that. Not that I'm saying that would be a reasonable conversation to have with somebody who is unruly, but it could be if that's your way. I feel like sometimes we have family members who have medical conditions and they might get ornery, and then we take some kind of verbal abuse from them. but we have to kind of brush it under the rug because that's how they are, or that's how their condition makes them be, or whatever. I feel this here. And sometimes we can't cut ties with those people, or we don't, and those are the instances where having that conversation and holding them accountable. Hey, do you realize you're being so stern with me, or whatever it might be. Guys, I've been on for over an hour and a half now. I think I'm about to wrap it up. I'm going to do a group pick a card message from these spiritually selected deck. I like this deck. Wait, no, this is not the right deck. That's not the deck. It's this one. Spirit messages. Right. When I feel tired, I just ask Spirit to fill me with energy. I'd be like, Spirit, I'm tired. Can you please give me an influx of high vibe energy, some vigor, something like this? That's what I say. And then I take a few deep breaths and I just kind of let it settle, right? And get up and move about your day and see if you feel a little more energetic. Nikki. Oh, so if you were drawn, you guys, take your card and message. 1, 2, or 3. I've got one here. There's 1. If you're live or on replay, here's 2. And 3's on the bottom, they say. 1, 2, or 3 from the Spirit Messages by John Holland. Last night, I don't even think I did a pick card. I think I wrapped it up so quick, I don't even remember. Maybe it was the one before that. I don't know. One of them, I cut it quick, and I was like, oh, no, rude ass. My bad. And for those of you who ordered tarot videos, I will be working on those shortly. So you check your email and keep an eye out for that, and I will be getting those right over to you. Now, if you were drawn to pick card number 1 from the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland, did I? Thank you, Robin. It must have been the one before that then. I know one of them recently I blew it. But I'm just a regular person like anyone else. It happens, just do my best. That's all I can do. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, Spirit suggests that you have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Whatever that is for you, because I can't say, hey, everybody, go out and, take a dancing class and it's going to work. You have to know what your fun is. Okay. And I feel some of these, I feel Spirit is calling you to get silly and not be so adult about it. Okay. Because maybe you like to play video games. Maybe you like to go out and garden. Maybe your idea of fun, it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't add to your paycheck or your bank account. Okay. But maybe it adds to the quality of how you feel about your life and yourself. And that is priceless, friends. When you boost your vibration by doing something that brings you joy, by having fun, it aligns you with your next beautiful experiences. Okay, so keep that vibe boosted because Spirit wants to up level you. Handle that, number 1. I like that. And if you were drawn to pick card number 2 from this deck, this one also says stop. Take a moment. It says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Number 2, please take that where it resonates. Oh, totally. Look at this. Total scammer. Block user on Facebook. Does it work? Okay, sorry guys. I see a scammer jumping in here. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into this decision you're about to make, number 2. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. How often do we do this, guys? How often do we take a moment and ask Spirit and wait to see what happens? I assure you that Spirit wants to assist you with your decisions as you move forward in life. So taking a quiet moment and asking God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, angels, Jesus, whoever you believe in, universe, that is who is showing up for you. All right. And your body is a vessel that is attuned to receive information from your intuition. Okay. And that intuitive information is coming from spirit, from source. So get quiet and say, hey, spirit, I'm thinking about making this decision. Should I do this? And let the energy settle. Now, take note of your body. Your body is going to respond as if you're doing it, okay? If your body feels great, no problem. I seem cool. Maybe I feel excited. Oh, this is good. I don't feel so bad. Then that's a good sign. But if you say, hey, spirit, I'm going to do this, what do we think? And then your body doesn't feel so good. Maybe you get sick. Maybe you feel like a queasy or a flip to your stomach, or you get a pain in your chest, a pain anywhere. Is maybe it's not a good idea to do this right now. Okay? Listen to your body. Ask spirit and listen. See what response you have. A negative response means no, stop, pause, maybe not now, maybe not the right time, maybe not ever. Number 2. So often we listen to everyone else and we just do whatever we think is the next right thing, like, oh, I guess I'll do this and now I'll do that. And we don't stop to go, hey, spirit, should I move in this direction? Should I even do this? We just go by what we think is the next thing and what people say. And here's this. And ask spirit, please. Ask spirit. Oh my gosh, I dropped the card. If you were drawn to pick card number 3, the card is memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. I love that. I love this. The love bond that you share with your past loved ones is never broken. They are always available. And this is a call. I really feel like those who are drawn to pick card number 3, you might be kind of thinking of your past loved ones, but in maybe with a somber tone, right? And this is a call to remember the good times, to remember the fun experiences that you had, to remember all the love and all the joy, and to also remember that they are no longer suffering any of those things that you might be worried about. Okay. I'm really called. Maybe you've been flipping through photo albums, or maybe you're being called to do that, to just reminisce and go down memory lane in a positive way, to thank your loved one for all of the blessings that they bestowed on you in life, for being in connection with you while they were living, and for remaining in connection with you, even from the other side. Watch for those signs, guys. They are leaving you those signs, and I know it. That is what I have for you guys today. That is what I have for everyone. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yes, thank you, Stephen, Curtis, Teresa. Yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Totally appreciate it. Soul's Journey with Mariah on YouTube. I appreciate you as well. Thank you. And until the next one, I send you all so much love and so many blessings. I'm doing zodiac readings this evening for all 12 zodiac signs, weekly forecast. So check that out later on my page today. Bye, guys.